So for those of you who are watching this podcast, if you really truly want to improve your Quran recitation, you want to take your Quran recitation to next level. I just plugged in my iPhone to the PC. I really hope it didn't destroy anything. Okay, alhamdulillah. You really want to learn Quran, and you are looking for, you want to get an advice from someone who is a Quran teacher, possibly experienced, possibly someone you look up to. Yeah? So there are two things you can do. Look, you can pay someone who's an experienced Quran teacher who can give you their time and you can learn from them. I'm trying to do something opposite. I'm putting my trust in those of you who say, Ustad, I really want to learn Quran, and you have all the questions about Quran. I'm putting my trust in you, and I'm saying, you know what? Maybe you guys are sincere. You know what? You guys are sincere. I'm going to believe that, yeah? But what I want in return is a little bit of your attention, yeah? So rather than charging you guys for this, I get a business. We're going to talk about that at the end. I get a business to sponsor a session like this, because everything that you see here, including the beautiful light at the back, cost money. So I get a business and I say, look, I have some serious people who are watching, who want to attend. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Guys, for those of you on YouTube, don't forget to like and share this video, please. Hit the like button, it will help. So I tell someone, and I have to go and find someone who have money and say to them, look, okay, and I say to them, listen, I want you to give me money so I can teach people for free. And so for those of you who are watching this and you're going to benefit from this, inshallah ta'ala, it's absolutely free. But in return, I want your attention. I want you to go back with a lesson that you learned from here. Yeah? I don't want you to go back, oh, Ustad said, buy this shirt. Oh, buy this, buy that, do this, do that. No, I want you to go leave this class, inshallah ta'ala, learn something. So I am aware that for some of you, this is quite an early time. Even for those of you who are in the UK, no one wakes up this early morning just to attend a free Quran class, especially if it's free. Yeah? I know even sometimes people pay. I was doing a class a few years back in a masjid, Hifth class, and first day we had about from 55 students who registered, we had like 50 of them on time. And subhanAllah, a few weeks later it dies out. Literally went to 30, 20, and we literally had 15 students, and then it ended. So I know for some of you this is quite early. And I know for some of you, this is not going to be something that you can be consistent with. But listen to me. If you can get yourself to wake up early morning, and I would like to know, guys, where you're from. I'm in the UK, mashallah, someone is saying. Amazing. Sultani22 is saying, I woke up at 6 a.m., wake up 6 a.m. every day. Beautiful, beautiful. Abu Hassan is saying 9 a.m. is great in UK. Very good. But what I'm saying is that for those of you in the UK and going on the left side, Greenland, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, might be a bit difficult for you. But if you can do this, you're not only going to be learning Quran, you're going to realize something about yourself, and you're going to say, you know what, wow, I can change the world. I can get myself to wake up early and learn something. Guys, the key is to be consistent, yeah? So not just today, not just tomorrow. I want to see how consistent you guys can be. Really want to see that, yeah? Oh, there we go. Haru, 1 a.m. in California. Finally, we have someone from the left side. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, from the west. Anyone else from the west? From the west or from west? India, it's easy, yaar. Sham ho rahi hoegi. I'm Asim. Asim, your username is Aisha. Alright, let's have a quick chat here, guys. Where are you from? For those of you from India, Pakistan, यार कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है. दोपहर को शाम को कुरान का लेसन अटेंड करना है यार, ये तो you're probably having your tea and biscuit as well. Okay, all right, let's start the lesson. Whoa. Fatima is also from US. Whoa. Someone is asking, is this class every Saturday? We'll talk about that at the end. Mashallah. Someone from Luton, guys. Luton is a different country now. Bradford. That's another country. Mashallah. Okay. Someone from Kashmir. The one who's from Kashmir, send me 2 Kashmiri teas, please. Yeah? One now. I'm going to have it now. One I'm going to have it later, please. Mashallah, tabarakallah. All right. Lovely. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ماكثين فيه أبدا. It's funny, when I do this podcast I have to do wudu before I start, which is something amazing, but wudu for podcast. Wudu podcast with Ustaz Hamza. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn those notifications off, otherwise it might get too much. Options, turn off. ماكثين فيه أبدا. Listen again, guys. ماكثين. Repeat after me. I can hear you by the way, yeah? Don't act like you're reading but you're not. I can hear you. فيه أبدا. I'm going to explain some Tajweed rules about these verses that I'm reciting, yeah? By the way, am I too small in the corner? If I'm too small, I can make myself slightly bigger. Let me know, guys, yeah? Give me feedback, constant feedback. وَيُنذِرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. Break it down. Let's break it down. Repeat after me. وَيُنذِرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. Yeah, mashallah. All together. وَيُنذِرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. Apologies, I think the verse was behind me. I'm gonna have to get used to, this and then where the position of the page is, sort of thing. Mashallah, tabarakallah. A quick apology. Love to Cook 16. We are live on YouTube. I forgot to press live button, so yes, we are. For those of you live on TikTok, tune in on YouTube. It's much better. So, quick one, guys. Let's start with this. This is a great confusion. The greatest confusion of 2020 is not whether the Football World Cup was good in Qatar or not. The greatest confusion of 2022 is that what should we do about this shadda at the beginning of the verse? Anyone, drop your answers. Drop your answers. Give it a guess. What should we do about a shadda that comes right at the beginning? First, let's understand shadda a little bit. Yeah? Let's understand shadda a little bit. Shadda is something that looks like this. Yeah? In English, for example, your teacher would say you have homework. So that's W. Okay, but let's forget homework for now. This is the shadda. What should we do about this shadda? Now, shadda, it's something that comes on top of letters in Quran to tell you something. It's trying to tell you that whatever letter that you see this shadda on top of, shadda comes on top of letters, yeah? That same letter, guys, that same letter is read twice. How many times do we read it? Not once, guys. We read it twice. Are you guys with me? We read it twice. Now, how? Ustad, explain. Can you explain? Yes, I can explain. Guys, calm down. Some of you need a lot of explanation too fast. Huh? I'll explain to you. Give me a second. First time the letter is going to be silent, and the second time we're going to read the same letter active. MashaAllah. I see the comments, guys. Lovely. Yeah? Keep dropping your answers there. I know I might not be reading it, but I can see them. The more you interact, the more you will benefit, guys. So that's the rule of learning. Simple. The more you interact with learning, the better. So look, this is a very unnatural environment. This is not real. I mean, I'm teaching, it looks like a class, but you're probably lying down, blanket on top of you, and the phone is right next to you, and from the right hand you're probably eating some crisp, something. But if you engage by commenting, if you engage by answering the questions I'm saying, you'll benefit, not me. Yeah? You don't even have to drop the comment, just say the answers. Or guess the answers, please. Now, we go here, we see a meme with the shadda. What does it mean? It means the same meme here is read as a silent letter and is read as an active letter. Let me explain even more. This is meme when it has a sukoon, and this is meme when it's active. This is a silent meme, this is an active meme. What's the difference? Well, a letter when it's active, then it's a, I, u. The letter when it's silent is none of them, it's just like that. Yeah? If I were to do this very simply. Thank you very much for sharing, user with long number there on TikTok. Keep sharing, please. Please keep sharing. Thank you. Now, there's a problem here. And the problem is, with this particular word here, we can never start a sentence, a word in Arabic with the silent letter. We always end a word in Arabic with the silent letter, but we never start it with the silent letter. Understand this, yeah? Now, for example, alhamdu, active. Lillahi, lam is active. Alladhi, active. Anzala, ala, aba, active. All of these letters, you see every single word in Quran, yeah, lahu, they're all starting with active letters. But here, going back to this example, and we had another example here, maybe you guys noticed, these are starting with silent letters. So how do we read them? Well, you ignore the silent sign here. So this is very important, guys. It's important that you learn qaida, because by you learning qaida, you will understand what need to be ignored, or what is it that you should ignore, and what is it you shouldn't ignore. When I teach qaida, last chapter of qaida that I teach, second last chapter of qaida, is which rules we ignore, and which rules which are which are the signs in Quran that we ignore when we see them, and when is it that we change them. Okay, so a person who haven't learned qaida, they would see me with the shadda and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read it as makithina, trying to read the silent meaning. No, that's not how we do it. So you learn qaida to understand what need to be ignored. So here, meme with the shadda will be ignored here. And is this the only thing that gets ignored in Quran? No. In Quran, the empty lam that comes next to Hamza gets ignored as well. Now, I remember addressing this particular topic in my first podcast. So there's a link, there's a playlist on my YouTube. If you go to it, you'll be able to see list of all the, you'll be able to see the podcast that I did. So I'm going to quickly show you that real quick, inshallah. On my YouTube, there's a playlist called Quran Podcast, and you see all these clips here. Yeah? So you see the first video here, teaching verse 1 and 2 of Surah Al-Kahf. There we go. You go and watch that. Yeah? And if you rather than watching the whole podcast, you can just go to this clip, Kahf 1, 2 with full Tajweed rules. And today we're doing 3 and 4. So, makithina, we ignore the shadda. But Ustad, why is it there? Well, you're asking too many questions. Sit down. Sit down. Next time you ask question, you're out. An aggressive teacher would say. No, I'm not aggressive. What do we do here? The reason there is shadda here, because if you were to ignore this, and you're connecting this word with this word, you would say, Hasanam makithi. Now you're reading meme. Yeah? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Hasanam makithina. Now you're reading it. Now you're reading it. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm not going to explain each and everything here, guys. Otherwise, we will be here for hours and hours. I'm here to explain some of the confusions, some of the common rules, some of the common things that people get confused at when they're reciting Quran. So next time you open Quran, it makes sense to you, or inshallah your reading would be better. Now, what else can I explain? Let's have a look. Makithina fihi abada. Ustad, this is abadan. You read abada. Ustad. It's wrong. Shh. Some of you guys just want a chance to prove me wrong. You guys are like those people in the comment box on my TikTok, always trying to correct me. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Some of you take my jokes very seriously. Right. For those of you live on TikTok, I don't see any one of you sharing this video. What should I do? We're live on YouTube, by the way. You want to come over to YouTube? It's up to you. I'm not going to force you. You know what YouTube is telling you? It's telling me to put ads right now so we can make some money. Astaghfirullah, ya YouTube. Abada. I listened to this sheikh that I really respect, highly respect, about earning money from YouTube. and this is something I don't think a lot of people know, so I'm going to say it. When you make money off YouTube, some of it is haram, some of it, and you need to purify your wealth. So can I be open with you guys how much money I make? Where's my Ferrari? Wait, guys. I had a car. I'll show you the car key. Oh, guys, you don't know how much money you make from YouTube. You guys have absolute no idea. Huh? Where's that gone? Nah. Okay. Right. I can't find the car. I can't find even the key, but I'll tell you. And so much money on YouTube, I bought this jutti. See this jutti? It's very expensive. This jutti, astaghfirullah, not in front of the Quran. I was trying to show it to my YouTube viewers. Put it here. This jutti. Guys, only like $50 or something. It's like only like $50, $60. So, when I get that money, of course, they cut some of it, transaction fee, whatever. So I get £30. £30 from YouTube made me rich. See, like people say on YouTube, oh, start your YouTube channel today. It's going to change your life. And from home and live your life. Okay, really? Yeah, you can do it, but it's not that easy. Okay, let's go back. Subhanallah. What was I saying? About the money. Yeah, so you earn money from YouTube. It's not pure because YouTube use that money to put ads, and some of these ads are haram. So if I were to put ads on YouTube, I would not put haram ads, but because it's YouTube, they don't care about halal and haram, they'll show people haram ads, which means that the money they earn from putting those ads in front of my videos are not haram, I'm sinful for it. So the way I purify it is that by taking, of course there's some settings that I go for that don't show this, don't show that, but then even then they can show something. MashaAllah. Someone's saying, Ustad, did you block the super chat? Why on earth would I do that? Good people want to pay me money. Okay. I haven't blocked the super chat. No, I would never do that. Alright, anyway. There's a link in my description for those of you on YouTube, a third link called gift. You can drop some money there if you want. Let's go back to the lesson. So the money you earn from YouTube is not purely halal because they show haram ads as well. Yeah, so you got to purify it, you get it away for charity, zakah. Let's go back. I learned this from a sheikh. This is not my fatwa. Okay, you can't purchase. Okay, sorry, I don't know the details of super chat, but I don't want to waste time on it, so let's figure it out later. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Abadan. So this word is abadan, guys. What should you do about this word? We read it as abada. Once again, you learn qaida and you would realize what you need to realize when you learn qaida is that there's things that change because of, for example, you are British, but you go to America, and then all of a sudden you say water, and you say I need a cab, and you say meet me around the corner. Now your accent changed because you are in a different location, because you're traveling to the United States. Now, just like that, just like the way my accent changed because I changed my location, this word here, because of the location, I see this this word in, things gonna change. So this word is coming right at the end of the verse. So what's gonna happen here? I'm gonna cancel this, and from abadan, the word will become abada. Once again, you would see this alif, you say, Ustad, why there is alif here? So look at this. This word is abadan. We read it as abadan. But this word is coming with an extra alif. We only use this alif when we are stopping here. So if you're not stopping here, then you read this as abadan, ignore the alif. If you stop here, then you cancel one fatha and you read it as da, abada. Again, something you learn in qaida. Now for those of you, and I'm not trying to say that, For those of you who don't know these things, there's something bad with you. For some of you, these rules are quite new. You see, you might be looking at this and saying, Ustad, there's so many rules, I don't think I'll be ever able to learn all of this. Well, it's only because you're seeing it first time. When I read the Quran, I don't even have to pay attention to these things. I don't. I just got used to it. Yeah? So slowly and surely, you will get used to these rules, and you would never have to focus on them. You would never have to figure them out. As soon as you see the word, you know it. For example, when you see a traffic light and it's red, you don't have to think. For those of you who drive car, you just stop automatically. You see a sign, it says no entry, you just know. Sometimes you don't know, you get a ticket then. Yalla. Barakallahu feekum. Now, I'm going to stop here. I can explain more rules in verse number 4, but let's keep it to this because I want to move on to our next favorite topic. And that's going to be, Ustad, how can we learn Quran in 2023? And who remembers that last week we discussed something very important? And I made a TikTok video about it, guys. What is it that we need to do? What's the first tip I gave you guys? You have to start with what? If you want to learn Quran, if you want to start learning Quran, for those of you who are already learning Quran, if you want to enhance your Quran learning, you have to do something. Let's start. Let's see some answers. Ahmed from Jakarta. Afa khabar. Someone from Dubai. Hayakumullah. For those of you who don't remember, start following me on TikTok. All right, very good. I thought someone actually gave me a comment. Someone said intention. There you go. Marwa, guys, you win this plant. Well done. You have to start with why. You have to understand why is it that you want to learn Quran. Someone said find a right teacher. Out. Wrong answer. Out. Or not out. Stand up for 5 minutes. Giving wrong answers in the podcast. What is this, guys? For those of you who said anything other than intention or why, stand up. Astaghfirullah. You have to start with right intention. Have a look at this. Where is it gone? How to start Quran here. This video, I'm going to play it real quick here. You can't hear the audio. This is a very important point. What is it? You have to understand the reason between your heart and soul. So basically, if you want to learn Quran, you want to start learning Quran, you have to understand why you're learning it. You don't just, it's Ramadan, I want to learn it. By Ramadan, I want to finish Quran. No, I mean, try to understand why. And again, you go back to my YouTube. I have made this into clips, and you will see it here. How to start Quran in 2022. Here. This video. Check it out, yeah? Next tip. And the tip is how to start Quran, how to learn Quran in 2023. Sorry, did I say 2022? 2023. So for those of you who want to start Quran, learning Quran in 2023, the second most important tip is that you find a right teacher. So what does it mean that you need to find a right teacher? I made, again, a TikTok about this. You can watch it. And also, it's also on Instagram. Am I ignoring Instagram? Guys, I can't. I just realized I'm mentioning it less because I'm not that famous on Instagram. So on my Instagram, again here, go to Reels and you'll see the video here, yeah? So the good thing about following on social media here is that you I try to summarize things that I say on YouTube here, but although learning on YouTube I think is good because long content sometimes I can explain better. You get to understand the whole point. Yeah. Some sheikhs say TikTok is haram. Well, I don't know what to do with that comment. Let's focus on the lesson, inshallah. So the second thing you need to do is that you have to start after learning and understanding that Quran is so important to your heart, just like food to your body. Good food, guys, stop eating. Not junk food, not crisp, those bottled juice that says original, none of those. No, stop thinking they're original. They're not, guys. 2023 about to start and you buy this bottled juice and it says original 100% and you think it's original. It's not. Ruin my mood. After this, you have to realize that you need a good teacher. Now, I didn't say good teacher and I start defining good teacher. No, all I did here in my last podcast, I explained what I mean by a good teacher. Guys, teacher with the good ijaza, sanad. Let me elaborate this. Sanad, the teacher doesn't have to show you sanad. Sometimes if the teacher is graduated from a specific school, from a specific teacher, that's good enough. Okay, so you have to look for that, inshallah. Or sometimes you don't even have to go for a teacher because of ijaza. For example, I'm trying to think. Let's say there's a very good institute that teaches Arabic, and everyone talks good about this institute. It means they have good teachers. Khalas, the end. Find the right teacher, and then we said, I'll skip this one, and then we said, yeah, you have to look for a teacher whom style of teaching you can resonate with. This is very important, guys, and I'm going to explain this with the diagram here on the left side. So focus with me, guys. Yeah, focus with me here. Look, I'm reading it out like this. If there's a teacher who have a very small knowledge, like I might be the least, I only have one sanad. So let's just say there's a teacher who have very small knowledge compared to another teacher who have a lot of knowledge. This knowledge, you won't be able to get it out easily. Sorry. How much of this knowledge will benefit you? Someone have very small knowledge. Someone has a lot of knowledge. So normally people would say, I want to learn from the best, and they find the biggest, the best. Although that's a good thing, but sometimes if the style of that teacher doesn't suit you, you're not going to end up learning much from them. And I'm going to give an example here. And that's why today our topic is going to be, inshallah ta'ala, very important if you want to learn the Quran, and generally speaking about learning. So focus with me. Here, this matters a lot. Yeah. If there is someone who knows, let's just say 2%, but they can teach it to you in a fun, engage, whatever way you like learning with. Could be a written book or something. That's better compared to you going and attending a lecture, huge big lecture of a sheikh, a scholar, but you don't like their learning style. Whatever they say, it's like as if it goes above your head. Of course, if it's knowledge, pure knowledge, Quran, Sunnah, talking about Allah, you will benefit from it anyway. Yeah, and the least you will benefit from the present by you being with that sheikh. You will benefit from him, but it's not going to improve your learning. You're not going to learn much from him. Are you guys with me? And I'm going to throw a very quick example here. Well, I'll throw the example after I mention the topic of the day. So this is important. Now, moving on from here, the next tip that I want you to really focus on is that for you to learn Quran very well in 2023, you have to become the right student. You have to be the right student. Try to understand this, because this is going to help you not just in Quran learning, probably in your university or whatever that you're doing. So if you want to learn Quran very well, you have to become a right student. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a good student, right student? So have a look. There's a quote very interesting. It says, when the student is ready, the master shows up. Something like that. What does it mean? It means if you are a good student, you will eventually find someone who will teach you. If you're a good student, you will eventually find someone who will teach you. If you're looking for light and there's no light in the house, you will eventually open the curtain so you can find light. But you have to become someone who's looking for light. If you lie down in bed and you say, Ustad, I want light, there's no light, there's too much darkness, and you do nothing about it, it means you're not seeking for light. You just want to lie down and complain. You're not going to find light. So going back to this point, you have to become student. So very interesting, in Arabic, the word for student here is talibul ilm. Talib, seeker of knowledge. Someone who, talab. You go to a restaurant, they say, اطلب دجاجتين مع كبسة وشوية شطة. You order. So the person who is talib al-ilm, he's the one who's seeking for knowledge. This is important, pay attention. When you are a seeker of knowledge, yeah, you will find a master, you would find a teacher who will give it to you. But until you become a seeker of knowledge, you're not going to learn much. And here I'm going to throw an example. You see, sometimes I teach rich kids. Yeah? One of my students had Lamborghini. I'm joking. He had Lamborghini on his desktop, on his computer. So the parents would pay me a lot of money because I don't have time. They want to pay me whatever. And then they want to motivate the student, give him this, give him present, this and that, or focus on that. Few months later, nothing is happening. I call the parents, say, look, we need to do something here, otherwise I'm wasting my time. And a month later, I don't teach the student anymore. Why? The student is not seeking for knowledge. His parents are pushing him. Oh, please learn. I'll give you this, I'll give you that. If you're not seeking knowledge, if you're not actively looking for, you're not going to find it. That's very important, guys. Yeah, money can't just buy you knowledge. That doesn't happen. So you have to become a seeker of knowledge. Now, when it comes to, because a lot of you, inshallah ta'ala, are good students, you're seeking knowledge. And guys, when it comes to knowledge, it's the number one asset. It's the number one thing that can really and truly change your life. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm not talking about random TikToks. I'm not talking about random books. Yeah, I'm talking about random things. I'm talking about real knowledge that can affect your life, that can change you as a person. Okay, right. So now we go to this. How can we seek knowledge? How can we become better at seeking knowledge? So this is very important, because by you understanding this, you will be able to become better at seeking Quranic knowledge. Yeah. So focus with me. You have to start off by understanding yourself. Extremely important. Ma'rifat al-nafs. There's a da'if hadith, could be that it is fabricated, so I'm not going to quote it as a hadith. And it says, كيف تعرف نفسك إن لم تعرف. No, sorry, let me say it again. كيف تعرف خالقك إن لم تعرف نفسك. How would you know your creator if you don't even know yourself? Something very deep, something to think about. And I think this statement is written in Ihya al-Ulum, which is considered by some scholars the third most important book after Quran and Hadith, written by Imaam al-Ghazali. You see, we get to know Allah Azza wa Jal more by us knowing ourselves more. And that's why Allah tells us many times in the Quran to reflect on ourselves, reflect on things around us. You reflect on yourself and you realize there is a creator. You can't wake up, you didn't wake up for Fajr. You reflect on that. You reflect on that. What did I just do? Who did I disobey here? Why couldn't I? Oh, because I'm lazy. Okay. The one who, Allah Azza wa Jal, the one who put laziness in me, He wants me to overcome it. Why? I overcome this laziness and I can go to masjid, or I can pray Fajr early morning. I know it's winter. What happens when I do that? Why does Allah want me to overcome that? You see, this chain of thoughts can really make you understand Allah more. Now, if you understand yourself more, you are not just going to become better at connecting with Allah Azza wa Jal, your life will change. And we call this, a lot of people call it self-awareness. I have a book here that I would recommend, but this has nothing to do with deen, but you can learn something from this book and you can implement it in your Quran learning, in your, The book is called Knowing Oneself. Peter something. Yeah, check it out. Very strong book. The more you know yourself, the better you will become at learning. Why? Because when you know yourself, the better you know yourself, and then you will start figuring out, how do I learn? Why do I get angry? Why am I not reading Quran? Why do I get lazy? Trip for France. School tells you there's a trip. We're going to France. 2 a.m. in the morning, you're in the airport. 2 a.m. But when Allah says Fajr at 6:37, I'm lazy. Why? So you see, when you reflect on yourself again and again and again, the better you become at knowing yourself, the better you will become at responding to different things. So here we are talking about ma'rifat an-nafs, and we want to know how can me knowing myself better can enhance my learning. And guys, this is life-changing. This is wallahi life-changing, yeah? If you can forget everything I taught you today, try to understand this, your life will change. When you get to know yourself better, you will get to understand the way you learn, and then you will start learning. You will start learning the way suits you best, and by you doing that, you're going to learn a lot. And if you learn a lot, and if you're learning the right things, that will eventually change your life. That is going to finally get you what you really want. I'm going to explain this here. Have a look at this. You understand yourself. Let's just say this is knowledge. This is something you want to learn. Quran. You really need it in your life. And this is you. Look at the difference. You learn things that come to you in a round circle. I'm trying to put this parable here. But the knowledge that you're trying to learn is in a square box. If we can change this knowledge from square box and we change it into a circle, you will become better at learning it. Do you guys get the example? Let's say you only learn things when they're in a round circle, but your teacher is giving it to you in a square box. Of course you can take it, it's not a big deal, but you're just going to learn better if it's in a round circle. Now I'm going to give you real life examples. Yeah? There are some people, let's try to understand this. We call them in Arabic, and this is a very, let's just say, shallow understanding of one like yourself. Call it personality types, call it whatever. There are some people that are very sathi, they're very basic. Now you see all those people who came right at the beginning of my podcast and left, they're probably thinking this guy talks too much. This guy does too much explanation. So for these people I would say join my TikTok. Why? Some people are very, very basic. They don't like too much detail. Are you that type? Well, if you know it's going to help you, you're going to become better at learning. Some of you are finding my podcast right now too detailed. Oh, Ustad, you just, he just explained like, I know it, but he's just explaining too much. Well, because I am the opposite. And we call this someone who is detail oriented. Okay? I got someone here saying, I love your explanation. So for those of you who are here for a long time and you're listening to me, it's probably because the way you learn, it's cool, that you love details. So I'm going to give you an example, and this is going to be very helpful. If you have a younger sibling, if you are leading someone as an elder, if you're a parent and you are leading your children, if you are the eldest a family member and you have younger siblings, you're leading them. Try this. If you have someone younger than you and they don't like details, give them simple instructions and watch what they do. And then you would find, on the other hand, some people or some of your siblings, some of your students, they like detailed explanation. So going to them and telling them, go get me a glass of water, is not enough. Look, I want you to go to the kitchen, get the glass, put water in it, make sure it's not too much. Yeah, you see, you're giving them too much detail, and then bring it to me. I want you to do it fast, but don't run, because then the water will fall. You see that details there. There are some people, all they want to hear or just get a water. There are people who learn like that. There are people who will learn when they hear a lot of details. On the other hand, there are people who will learn just by let's just say the minimum information. Are you guys with me? So for these people, I make TikToks and TikToks and small clips. Okay, let's continue. There are people who love learning. Whoa! Got £10 in super chat, guys. Someone bought me a breakfast. Thank you very much. It is Sultani22. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much. Okay. There are people, we call them, they have this personality called ijtimai, extrovert. And there are people who are introverts. Yeah? For example, I learn better when I'm with a group of people. Feels like feels like chilling. There's this vibe in it. It's not that I'm not focusing on the lesson. No, it's not that. I know some of you think, oh, Ustad, you just want to have fun. No, it's just yeah, the people are around me and I can focus better. This is very, very weird for some of you. Who can relate to this, guys? Who can relate? Okay, so here we go. Someone is recommending an app here. Yeah, and I'm not going to say the name of the app because I want to make a detailed video about this, because I have some issues with the app, because I think it's not for everyone, but amazing app. Some people learn better by just going on an app or YouTube video or alone. They don't like too many people around them when they're learning. Yeah? So you see the difference. Now, if you are that type, then you find teacher who can teach you maybe one-to-one, maybe. Or maybe you can learn online better, because, you see, although there's so many people here, you can literally just have me on a full screen and just ignore the comments. Just scroll a little bit up, and so you don't see the comments, and you're learning with me. You don't have too many people around you. So the more you understand yourself, the better you will become at learning. And I'm going to throw a personal example here. Yeah? There was a time in my life when I bought a lot of books, because I heard that successful people read books. I couldn't read them. Whatever I had read from these books, I would just not remember them. It was very frustrating. Huh? Now, guess what? What I started doing, put the title of the book on YouTube and see if the author of the book has some videos. I started buying audiobooks. I stopped reading books for learning, and I started watching videos, listening more. And guys, I'm not trying to say I'm a superhuman, but I would remember. So if I walk in this room and I'm listening to something, yeah, I can even remember, and it's like a 1 hour talk. If I remember something from the talk, I would know whether when I was walking, I was on this side or that side. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. So I can walk down the road and I'm listening to something, and then I can walk back on the road. I'm not going to remember everything, but the things that I would remember where I was when I was listening to that particular thing. And I'm only able to do this because I realized this is how I learn. Yeah? So if you want to become a better student, you need to become better at understanding how do you really learn. And this is why finding a teacher that you can learn with, finding a teacher who you can enjoy learning with, if I were to put it in a very shallow term, that enjoy, it is going to enhance your learning a lot. I have a Tajweed program. I have a Qaida program. I'm not the best teacher in the world. I'm not saying that whatever I teach is so this. No. But the way I deliver this information, if you enjoy it, then you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn almost everything that I'm teaching you, because you just enjoy the way I'm teaching you. So, and I'm going to mention this as a last point, and then we will do Q&A. Growing up, I hated learning. Why? It's because it wasn't in the style that I like. Learning wasn't it wasn't fun. Playing was fun. Learning is something I have to do. You see? But once you link learning with fun, enjoyment, like you guys doing, so you're here and you're learning and I'm teaching you, but you're not finding it something that you're so enforced. I have to sit here. You're not feeling like that. This is very, very strong, guys. This is extremely, extremely strong. Yeah? And if you continue to do that, inshallah ta'ala, you are going to, inshallah ta'ala, learn a lot. You will be ahead of a lot of people in life, but you need to consistently do that. Stick with people you enjoy learning with. Yeah? Stick with them long enough. So, go ahead and try to discover yourself. How do you learn? How do you learn best? One of the things, I'll show you. I was about to release a TikTok before this, but I didn't get time. Look at this. I was with on a talk with Mufti Menk yesterday, and all I did, I was taking notes. Yeah? And if you see a lot of them, spellings are wrong, writing looks terrible, But this is how I learn. I realize this is how I learn, so I just make notes. Not necessarily I'm going to go back and look at them, but if I do this, if I'm drawing, I just learn better. So yeah, discover yourself, inshallah ta'ala. The more you will know yourself, the better you will become at learning. Barakallahu feekum. And this goes with Quran as well. Right, last part of this podcast, a very interesting one. And it is Q&A. Throw your questions. I would like to go for questions that are related to the topic today, but you guys are more than welcome to ask any questions you have. All right, first question, and let's address this real quick. How frequently is this going to be? Every week? Every Saturday? I don't want to... okay, I will update you guys every single week. I'll be updating you guys every week on when is the podcast. Probably by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah? Most likely the next podcast is also next Saturday. And that's why you can see here, weekly Quran... my bad. Weekly Quran podcast, not Jum'ah Quran podcast. I changed it, yeah? What time is it going to be? Same time. So the podcast is always going to be at 9. Every time I do a podcast, whatever day is going to be, it's going to be here. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try not to do it on weekdays, because I know a lot of you here, you're only here because it's weekend and you don't have anything to do. You got time. I'm sure you have important things to do. Someone saying your recitation is very good. May Allah grant you Jannah. Barakallahu feekum. I have an entire playlist of Quran on my YouTube. So if you want to watch it, what was that for a second? Have a look at this. You go to my YouTube and there's a playlist called Quran. And this is ad free. So when you listen to this, if you play this, there won't be any ads here. Full Quran recitation. Yeah. The playlist is called Full Quran Recitation. Let me bring it up here. Full Quran recitation. So check it out. Barakallahu feekum. How can I improve my recitation, Ustaz? Good question. Let me come to that in a second. Okay. Umar is saying, Ustad, Assalamu alaikum. Will the podcast be like this every week, meaning that you will be speaking about how to learn, or going to be focused on teaching like we read Quran? Both things together. So the theme of the podcast is going to be that I am teaching Quran, rules, we talk about topics, and then we do Q&A. I really want to add the element of you reciting and I'm correcting your recitation, but let's do that a bit later. Yeah, I can see things are very chaotic for me here. So if I start doing more things now, things just going to fall apart. So later on, I want to give you guys a chance to recite, and I can give you feedback on your recitation. Can you do a lesson on how to read the Quran from the basics, please? Okay, perspective and the question earlier about learning Quran. Yeah, so okay, I'm going to answer both of your questions now. So have a look at this. The question says, how can you read Quran from the basic, please? I have free lessons for you if you are really and truly interested in knowing basics. And we talk about qaida here. We're talking about qaida here. Back to my YouTube, there's a playlist that was sponsored by a business, by someone called Hafsa Academy. Jazahumullah khair. I'm going to go here, and it's called Qaida 11. Qaida 11. The 13 videos. If you go through these 13 videos, inshallah, you will be learning basics of spelling and reading of Quran. Qaida, rules. You learn rules so you can read Quran better. This is basic. Tajweed comes later, but let's talk about Qaida here. Absolutely free. The entire playlist is available on the YouTube. Make sure you watch all the videos, yeah? And if you want to go one step further, you can join my Qaida program. In my Qaida program, we go over basics, we go over rules. I'll show it to you here, the beginner's program. And if you join this program, you don't just get access to online courses, although courses are very good. You get access to courses and you get access to classes, Saturday, Sunday classes, live classes. So I will be live with my students inshallah around 1:30. You can pop in and see how I'm teaching them. See if this is something you want, you like, then join the program. Barakallahu feekum. But Qaida 11 playlist, extremely helpful, and it's free. Okay. Ustad, can you speak Indonesian on the camera? Apa khabar? I think they say bay. What does bay mean in Indonesian? Alright, any questions on TikTok, guys? I'm just checking. Okay, I've answered some of the questions here. Oh, where is it gone? How can I learn Quran? I don't know Tajweed vertical well. Qaida 11 playlist, the one I just showed you. That's the playlist you want to go for. Yeah. Okay. Once again, guys, sorry for tuning in 6 minutes late on YouTube. Yeah, won't happen next week, definitely, because I know the mistake I made. And then we'll be back inshallah next week. Yeah. Someone says search Arabic 101 on YouTube. They've got good videos as well. That can help as well. Again, really depend on your learning style, guys. Yeah, really depend on your learning style. And I'll tell you guys something. I see a lot of YouTube channels when they're teaching Quran Arabic. There's no human element, and I find that to be a bit boring. I like the approach of, there is another YouTube channel called Quran Revolution. Yeah, there's a brother and he's teaching, explaining. I like that. So again, this is my personal preference. If you like Arabic 101 style, then go for that, yeah? Go for that. Okay. Is there any qira'ah course on website? If you're looking for Tajweed, program, which is how to pronounce Quran better, then you go for intermediate program. That's the Tajweed program. Yeah. So are you live from London? Yes, I'm live from London. Will you teach in Madinah again? Yes, I will. And I will die there. And I will be buried there. Is Madrasa TV show at 10:10? Yes. Guys, Madrasa TV show is live on Eman channel, so I'm going to leave. I'll let you guys watch the show. If you want to watch the show, you just got to type Eman channel TV. Where's it gone? Yeah. Yep, Eman channel TV. Go there and then press, where is it gone? Live. Watch live. I think it's live already. Let's see. Oh, probably live after this. Alright, guys, thank you very much. Lovely podcast. Appreciate it for everyone for liking and sharing this. This video will be saved for you, so you can watch it, inshallah ta'ala. So you can watch it later on if you missed anything. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Barakallahu feekum, and assalamu alaikum. Thanks, guys.